How you doing? My name's John Sikoris, and this is Sharif Sikoris, and we're the owners of Titan Medical Center.
You have no idea what's coming.
All right, what's going on, guys? We're gonna talk a little smack today, maybe a little smack down. Before I really start ranting here, I just want to say that I just got in contact with Generation Iron, and guess who's going to be doing a movie with Generation Iron? Your boy. No, me, you idiot. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a fucking, the movie's not on me. I'm a big part of it, though. Guess what it's going to be? Bigorexia. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have released that out, but we start filming in October, so I'm back, I've always been with Generation Iron, story time with Gregg Valentino. I'd love to get that back. You guys, if you really want it, tell them, because that's probably the most popular series, 3 years, bro. I'm watching some of the shit now, and I'm like this, you know what I mean? What the fuck? So, but anyway, I'm back with Generation Iron doing their next movie, so, alright, so the Olympia just happened, right? And I know everybody's all excited except for me. But, well, a few of us aren't. But, I mean, I'm glad there's a new Olympia, Olympian champion. Although I'm not surprised. I kind of thought that Brandon Curry was going to win it. I gotta say a few little things, alright? It's funny because I was watching an interview with one of the champions, and, he was talking about, I'll tell you who it was. I don't remember his fucking name because I'm really bad with names and stuff. But, the guy that won the 212, all right? And it's funny because, we're watching the interview, and I just talked to John Romano about a lot of this same shit, with the gurus. I get along really well with some of the gurus and stuff. Well, actually, I get along with pretty much all the big gurus, but, I'm going to tell you, bro. You sit there and you say to yourself, this fucking guy saying, I trained 3 times. He's a nice guy, too. Look, he seemed like a really nice kid. The guy that won the 212. I don't remember his name. Sorry, forgive me. But, I'm watching the thing, and, he's saying how, he trains 3 times a day, he's got all his meals prepped for him, and all that shit, and, I'll tell you, to train 3 times a day, it just shows you guys, see, I want you guys, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because John Romano and I had, we're just talking about this, and, to be able to train 3 times a day and have all your meals prepped, who's paying your bills? How are you making money to pay your house, your car, your kid, you got kids, your kids' school, all the bills that you got to pay? Where you getting that shit all from? You know what I mean? How do you have it so that you can train 3 times a day? Now, I'm making a point here, guys. I'm not putting the guy down. But what I'm trying to say is you guys there, I want you to see something, okay? This is the way, the Olympia is now, all right? This is the way when you're at that level. You basically have to have no life. Can you imagine going to the gym? Now, some of you guys, you're young and you're like, I can do that, man. I would love that. Well, 3 times a day? When you have children and you have a wife, 3 times a day, you can't miss workouts, you know, you got to eat special foods, you know what I mean? Somebody's paying some bills over at your house, or something's going on. And that's what I'm fucking trying to tell you, okay? Most people don't have it like that. And that's what it takes these days, okay? To have, you know, to have it like that, okay? Now, I mean, Chris Aceto's a good guy, and that's his coach. But to stand in every video, to see all these guys that win and have their coaches standing right there like this, with their arms folded, and like, you know, and these guys literally are like, oh, giving him fucking blah, I couldn't do it without him, and it, you know, dude, listen to me. Sean Ray and I was talking too a long time ago about this, but Sean's like, dude, I didn't have anybody fucking helping me. You know, all this prep shit and these coaches and all these guru things, they've ruined the sport of bodybuilding. They haven't made it better. They've ruined it. It's John Romano was just talking about that. You know what I mean? And it's true. They ruined it. Dude, Lee Haney didn't have no fucking guy, you know. I mean, they've talked to guys, but they didn't have no guy where it's paying him thousands of dollars. You know, you laying around the house all day for 3 hours, you know, up, sleeping, go to the gym, sleeping, go to the gym, sleeping, go to the gym, you know. Somebody fanning you off like this and shit, you know. You know, bodybuilding is going the wrong way. You know what I mean? It's just... And to get it like that, somebody's going to have to pay your bills, okay? And you can't be, you know, I don't know what kind of father, you know, can sleep and go, you know, take naps 3 times a day and go and work out 3 times a day and have to eat special foods. You know what I mean? You know. So what I'm trying to tell you is you got to have no life. And it's just crazy. And the ass-sucking on the gurus. And they have to be in every video. And it's almost like these guys have no mind of their own. You know what I mean? Like, you got to learn your own body. You got to sit there and ask them, listen, I swallowed my own saliva. Is that okay? It's okay. It's okay. Just next time, spit half of it out and swallow half. You know what I mean? I mean, that's how it is, dude. I've been around these guys. That's how bad it is. And the gurus want all the, you know, they love all the credit. They stand there and they're like, you know, come on, kiss my ass a little bit more. So now, every time we have a pro champion, and they're going to interview him, the guru's got to be standing right next to him like this. You know, oh, give me credit. Come on. You know? And meanwhile, they're making these guys take so many drugs, and live a lifestyle that's not really that's really unrealistic. These are not athletes, guys. No athlete lays around, takes naps all day. They can't even fucking pose without breathing. You know, without breathing, without posing correctly. It's just... That's why I like the Physique much better, you know. And I know that they use gurus too. Simmer down. But us old fucking guys like John Romano and myself and, you know, Sean Ray, you know, we talk about this shit. You know, even Lee Priest will fucking tell you that, you know, how it is. You know, it's not the same, man. It's just not the same. And it's gross to see the verbal cocksucking that these people do with the guru just standing right there. Yeah, and there's gurus who actually are, I believe, but some of these gurus are responsible for some of these guys dying. You know that, right? I'm not going to fucking get into that one. You know it's been out there, and I'm not saying no fucking names, okay? But there's one guru who's had about 4 or 5 guys over the course of, like, you know, a long time now, but who have died, you know? And they've thrown that out there, and I'm just telling you, I think gurus are bad. I think that, you know, you should be able to learn your own body. It's different to have a little coach, an objective eye. Because back in my day, that's what we had, an objective eye, okay? And maybe a little bit of a coach that can help you, you know, if you needed that, you know, whatever. But you don't need some guy fucking telling you you can't swallow your own saliva, you know what I mean? And to mix this drug with that drug, and it's such an insulin thing, and everything is so fucking out of whack, bro. It's out of whack. I just feel that, you know, the gurus, I mean, John put it fucking really perfectly. It's like they're all trying to, you know, their egos are so fucking big. And you know what? They just, you know, if this guy wins and, you know, this guy loses, this guy's guru will just up the fucking dosages of shit and fucking do more of this and, you know, insulin that and this and that. And it really is like that, guys. I'm sorry. So... that's why a lot of you don't understand. Didn't you think when you saw the winner sitting there and he's talking about, I train 3 times a day, and this guy, and he's pointing, to aceto and everything, and he's saying, this guy, I couldn't have done it without him. He did whatever he says, I did. You know what I mean? Don't fuck your wife tonight. Fuck her tomorrow night. Okay, get the hell out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Fucking guy works out 3 times a fucking day, and the guru gets the credit. The fucking guru. Holy Christ almighty. And you're fucking egos on these guys. It's, woo, woo. These pros, they sound stupid, don't they? They sound so dumb. Like, like they need him. They need the guru. Like they don't know their own body, right? You don't know your own body? Lee Haney, guys like that, Sean Ray, Arnold Schwarzenegger, they didn't have somebody, Mike Christian, guys like that, all those guys, they didn't have somebody sitting there fucking, don't swallow your own saliva, stop that, right now, you know what I mean? You sound like an idiot. He told me what to do, and now I'm Mr. Olympia. And the guru's standing there, come on, come on, show me how you suck my cock, you know what I mean? Nobody knows their own body better than you, even a pro bodybuilder. That's what shocks me. That's what shocked Sean Ray. When Sean and I were talking, he was like, I don't get it. You know what fucking affects you better than anybody else. Only you know how you feel when you do something. You need that fucking guy. That's why sometimes these guys are out of shape, because they listen to the guru. Okay, and then the guru does drastic measures to try to get him in shape. Oh, now you don't drink water, you don't eat food, and you don't do this, whatever, get out of here. Babe Ruth could go eat a hot dog, drink a beer, and hit fucking 2 home runs, 3 home runs in a game. You know what I mean? Gabish, you know what I'm saying? Now, I understand this whole, but it's out of control, and that's why old school fucking, I know we sound like bitter old men, and maybe I am a bitter old man. You want to call me that? That's fine. But the sport's going the wrong way. And it's because of those guys. Up the insulin. Dude, the insulin dosage that some of these guys are taking is more than 10 times what a diabetic who's dependent on insulin takes. I've told you this before. And this is why these physiques look like this. And that whole oxygen gym shit. Brandon Curry was already a bodybuilder, okay? He was already, he wasn't a great bodybuilder. He was just one of those other guys that placed, you know what I mean? Like, he was maybe 10th, 11th, he was just a face in a crowd. And he goes out to Oxygen Gym, and now he's like fucking, all those guys, they have the same physique. Big Rammy was an oddity a couple years back. Now they all Big Rammy. You understand? They're all like that, and they're all from the same gym. So this, obviously, we know, listen, kudos, God bless Oxygen Gym. That's what, I can't blame the gym, but there's obviously something going on out there when a guy who was just an also-ran just fucking soars. Now, you can say that about Ronnie Coleman, but Ronnie Coleman was an anomaly, and these people, I'm going to be honest with you, the bodies that you guys are all freaking out on the internet over, from that guy Hattie and this one and that one, they got nice bodies, bro, but they ain't no Sean Rays, they ain't no Ronnie Colemans, they certainly ain't no Flex Wheelers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Those were beautiful physiques, bro. Okay? There's a lot of guys, come on, Kevin Levrone in his day and shit like that. You look at him and watch old videos of Kevin Levrone, then watch those guys. You'll be like, oh my God, what much more beautiful. Whatever. All right. Bitter old man. Sorry, I'm a bitter old man. It's just that I'm watching my sport. It's different, you know what I mean? I'm just watching, shit, just saying, dude, what the fuck, bro? It's just like beating a dead horse, all right? I don't want you guys to think, I just want you to see who has it. Do you have it where you can train 3 times a day? Who's going to pay your bills? And if you got kids, I don't give a shit. You can't be spending a lot of time with your kids. If you're at the gym for 3 times a day, and you're in this most intense training, you know what I mean, for like a year, I don't know, man. See, when people ask me, why'd you stop competing? It's because I started promoting bodybuilding, making money out of the promoting. But, I got kids and shit. That's more important to me than winning no fucking... Because that shit's just... You know what the fucking... What the prize money was? I mean, I forgot who placed like third or fourth. They made like $6,000 or $10,000. Dude, you spend more than that on your fucking. I'm talking about on the 212 class. You know, these guys ain't making no money doing it. You spending more money on their fucking prep and the food. You know how much it costs to eat fucking chicken and fucking steak and fish and all this other bullshit. It's not like eating mac and cheese and shit. You know, you got to eat like that. It's gonna cost some scatole. Somebody's got to be paying those bills, especially if you're in the gym 3 times a day. You know, oh, he owns his own business, he owns his own gym. Well, who's running it, you know? You know what I'm talking about. Come on, don't play me stupid, you know? The guy, I think the guy owns a gym. I get it. You got people working for you, but still, if you own a business, anybody, if you guys there that own business, a few of you guys do, you know that you got to put your own time. Nobody runs your business like you. You turn your head, you let somebody else just run everything, and before you know it, somebody else is fucking getting a scuttle. You know what I mean? You want to build a business, you want to run a business, you got to fucking take care of your own business. You got to work your own business. I know. I own a gym for fucking 30 years. You know what I mean? Your bish, you know, till the police came in and bye. That was it for me, you know. But anyway, that's my fault. It was drug dealing out of there. But, alright. I'm sorry. I don't mean to fucking go crazy here, but, you know, when I hear this kind of shit, you know, you snoozing. Oh, I'm done with my nap. Let me go to the gym. And you go back home, eat again, and, you know, anyway. That wasn't the way Arnold did it. That's all I can say. Or Lee Haney, or any of those guys. Lee Haney, fucking gorgeous physique. I know Lee personally. Dude, the guy had a fucking waist this small. And he was like 2 feet thick through the chest and back. Tiny. You know what I mean? Greatest genetics ever. Fucking between him, Coleman had great genetics. Fucking Sergio Oliva. Sergio Oliva, back in the 1960s, had a 28-inch waist. Forget it. Alright, let's talk about something else. Alright, guys. Right there, boy. That's Anthony Tuminello. Okay? Take a good look, ready? Look. Guy's in great shape. He's our cover guy. His name is Anthony Tuminello. Alright, Anthony Tuminello is the owner of Official Method Training, which is, and he has a website, officialmethodtraining.com. Okay, it's one word, officialmethodtraining.com. So go there, all right? He's an elite personal trainer, strength coach, nutritionist with over a decade of experience. And of what I hear, the guy's really fucking good. So you guys should check him out. It's like probably the best personal trainer in Deer Park, Long Island area. So, and you don't have to be from Deer Park, Long Island to use Anthony. You just go to, like I said, official, I'm reading it here because I don't want to get it wrong, officialmethodtraining.com, okay? Anthony holds a bachelor's degree in exercise science, which he got from SUNY Cortland. He's a certified personal trainer through the NASM Academy, which is the National Academy of Sports Medicine, NASM, which is a very big company. He also holds a certified resistance training. He's a certified resistance training specialist. Magazine here, he's got a whole feature. There's a whole feature on him, okay? Go on his website and look at all the transformations he's done. He's done some great transformations, some fat people, and now have abs. So, Anthony Tuminello coming at you. Listen to me. I want to throw 2 cents because a few people have a little bit, my last Talk of Smack video, I talked about guns and the gun laws, and I said that if everybody carried a gun, it'd be a level playing field. And I also said that if these guys who are doing all these shootings are cowards, that's why they're doing it in a school and a mall, because you lame ducks. It's almost like fishing in a fishbowl. You know what I'm saying? Fish have no chance. You know what I mean? It's impossible. You have no chance. You go shopping in a mall, some nut comes in there with a fucking gun, and that's it. Okay? It's not the gun that kills. So, and remember what I said. I'm just saying something here. I'm not going to get in that whole spin, but I also said that when I was a bad boy, I was arrested with 2 handguns, and I did not get them legally. Okay, I have 2 handgun charges. Okay, from back in the day, and they were they were not legal handguns. Okay, and if I wanted a bazooka right now, if I wanted a Sherman tank, I could probably get one. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because first of all, I live in New York, and I'm just saying, guns that kill and that do this shit, you can get them legally. Fucking, I know. You talk, I'm speaking by experience here, bro. Okay? Ex-felon, long time ago, 20 years ago. But I'm saying, just saying. You can get guns. You think by banning guns and taking people's legal guns away, that's going to stop criminals like myself back in the day? Go get them anytime I want, as many as I want, no matter what. I can even get silences, whatever. You have no fucking clue. Trust me. But that's not, I already gave you that rant, but here's the thing. And if you want to see what the fuck I'm talking about, go to my last Talking Smack video. I go into like a huge rant there, but because there's a few people that were a few people were bitching, and maybe disagree, and guns are bad, and all this shit. Here's the thing. It's people are nuts today, all right? And I said in the movie Bigger, Stronger, Faster. Yeah, you remember that, okay? I said in there that you got people killing cops, right? In a video of, like Grand Theft Auto. Now, I know that's a while ago. There's a million other videos now, Call to Battle, and all these other fucking things where you're just like a maniac. Kill everything. It's like, I don't play video games. To me, I'm sorry, guys, if you're into that, that's time wasting. I just can't do that. I have no interest in that at all. But I gotta tell you, it's that shit, that mindset that sets kids off and makes kids fucking crazy. Watching that, listening to rap videos where, fucking these rap guys driving around with guns still, Puff Daddy, billionaire driving around with fucking guns and, shooting up that nightclub back, years ago, you know what I mean? And you got fucking, he wasn't to it, but he was with a guy who was doing, what I'm saying is, these fucking rap songs, about how bad, I'll shoot you, how fucking bad they are. If they're not talking about fucking, you know what I mean? Or ass, or whatever, or how much money they make, or smoking fucking weed. They're talking about, their guns and shit like that. You should watch their videos. Everybody's a badass with the gun, shooting the gun sideways and shit. Okay? All of that shit fucking brainwashes people. Okay? And then you got social media with all the memes and all the fucking misinformation that's out there, okay? Donald Trump's the evil Nazi, you know what I mean? He's gonna he's gonna round everybody up and take everybody in this country that's Muslim or black or whatever the fuck, and they're Mexican, and remember, I got all that in my family, so don't say a fucking word. But, he's gonna put them in a gulag or something, you know what I mean? Which is like, like a fucking, you know what I mean? Concentration camps and stuff. Where is that? When is he going to do that? Next time? When he's reelected in 2020? Is that when he's going to do that? Come on, bro. You read all he's saying, it sets people's minds off. They start believing all that shit. They start believing the crazy shit the media spews. You know what I mean? That's why I said, if you watch the movie Bigger, Stronger, Faster, okay, in there I talk about that. I said, you got games like Grand Theft Auto where people are shooting cops and the glory of killing a cop, you know what I mean, or hunting down hoes, or fucking, fucking Madonna kissing Britney Spears on the VMA Awards. When you got little kids watching it, you're sending subliminal messages to them. You're telling them that this is society, this is the way it is, it's okay. It's not okay, man. It's not. And that's why when by the time these kids are teenagers and they've been watching these movies where some fucking superhero goes in, he shoots up of everybody, and he kills the bad guys and he walks away with the hot chick. No, he doesn't have to go answer questions down at the police and he doesn't do anything, you know what I mean? And they believe that shit, So, and then they see these guys who do commit these fucking things. They're all over television. They want the glory. You understand? That's the problem. It's not some fucking gun jumping up out of a box and shooting people itself. It's a nut. And if a nut wants to get a gun, he doesn't need you to make it legal. He'll get it. I know. I was once a bad boy. Okay? So, yes, my sister-in-law would say, "You were a bad boy. You were a very bad boy," But, so, that's what I'm trying to say, okay? you know, so a few of you guys who fucking, got your girdle in an uproar, simmer down. Simmer down. Guns too. You're listening to your gangster rap where everybody's a tough guy. You fuck with me and us. Pop, pop, pop. You're just watching the videos with the car and a dude popping out of the backseat, hanging out the window. Pop, 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 pop. Gangster life, gangster. Seeing these little white kids on fucking their like social media channel, gang signs and shit. I grew up in Westchester County, New York, and hey, gang signs, man. Give me a fucking break. Get the fuck out of here. Too much television, too much YouTube, too much fucking social media, Sitting and watching fucking girls shaking her ass, doing that fucking twerking shit, all day, all night. Oh my God, look at this girl, she twerks. Dude, that's a fuck, boy, wow. What a fucking revelation that is, huh? What talent? What fucking talent? I got people in my house that sit and watch that shit sometimes. Oh, look, she's twerking. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. What are you fucking, are you serious? You think that's some sort of accomplishment? Whew. That's why people are fucked up today. Shit like that. When you're watching all this shit, okay, it's shit like that. When you got that, what's his name, Trudeau up there in Canada, we don't want to say mankind, we say people kind, let's, come on, all races are equal. Meanwhile, he's got all these videos of himself doing blackface and mocking and even talking, like, what are you doing, Hey, you fucking fake hypocrite piece of shit. You phony motherfucker. Yeah, he'll want to put you in jail for that. If that was you, you're a racist. You go to jail for that. Right? No, not Trudeau, though. I meant it as a joke. It was all in good fun. Dude, it wasn't when you were in high school fucking 30 years ago, motherfucker. That was 2001. Shit was already starting to get a little iffy then. You understand what I'm saying? It's because this is a land of the hypocrites. Boy, I tell you, the earth that your kids, your children are going to inherit. Whew, man, that's going to be fucked up. Look what they did to our sport of bodybuilding. Think about the Olympia, bro. Back in the, I know I'm going off here. Just simmer down. Listen to me. Think about this. Back in Arnold's day, when they had the under 200 and the over 200, the under 200 had all the guys in it. Remember Franco would win the under 200, then go against Arnold for the over, who was over 200, which would have 5 guys maybe at the most in the class. And then Arnold would beat Franco. You know what I mean? No more. Everybody. Arnold would be a fucking physique guy today. He would be board shorts guy. Guy 6'2", weighing about less than 230, 224, 220. That's all Arnold weighed. You guys think he was fucking humongous? Nah, sorry. Okay? They first of all exaggerate everybody's height and weight. Okay? I'm telling you, he'd be fucking board shorts almost today. That's, you got to be kidding me. So, has the human being evolved since the 1970s? No. They just more drugs, more everything today. So, I don't know, man. It's just all fucking whacked. It's upside down. And, you got the social media's killing everybody. You got the fucking, and you blaming, you want to take away everybody's guns, take away everybody's rights, You don't want anybody, now comedy, you can't even make jokes about fat people, black people, whatever the fuck. I'm Italian, God, making fun of me. You think I give 2 shits? It's funny. It's fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? Every guy's a girl if he wants to be identified that way. Now children in school are starting to learn that, you got drag queens fucking reading stories to them and, and it's, it's okay to get your little weenie cut off, you know what I mean? Until one day when you're older, you're like, what the fuck did I do? We'll get into that another time. I got people asking me about Mr. Kruk or Mrs. Kruk or Miss Kruk or whatever the fuck you want to call her. We'll talk about that in another one. I've got a bunch of people right to be saying they want my opinion about it. I'm going to walk softly with that one, okay? But I'm going to carry a big stick. Not a big dick, but a big stick. So we'll talk about that in another series. But I'm just saying, it's just indicative of everything that's going on today. It's fucking nuts, all right? So you people who get a little bent out of shape because, well, Greg's sad. You said that, the guns and the Holocaust, that's not true. Yes, it is true. Yes, it is. I know people who in the Holocaust. Okay? I know. I don't know if I told you this last time, but I knew this guy Ludwig, and he was a baker in a fucking grocery store where I fucking, used to go. And I used to talk to him. He used to work overnight, and we would talk and shit. And he was telling me, Adolf Hitler was a good man. That's bullshit. Everything you hear is bullshit. No, he was a Hitler Youth. And he was telling me that the goddamn Jews were taking all the businesses and all the money in Germany, and the Germans were poor while the Jews were thriving. It needed to be done. And I'm like, whew, holy shit. And this was back in the 1990s. He used to spew this shit to me. I used to think, holy fuck, bro, are you nuts? Holy shit, But there's people out there that still think some of that shit. And now you get these other people who fucking want to fucking attack. It's just insane. All right. I'm ranting, I'm sorry. Give me a break, okay? It's just, do we have to always talk about, like, big muscles and, big Rammy, I don't know. I figure, it's life, bro. And every day you gotta wake up to that shit. And your kids are gonna be involved, and you're gonna be involved. So, it involves all yous. So, when I say this is my opinion. You can say I'm full of shit, I'm a momo, whatever you want to say. It's fine. It's fine, okay? I don't get in my girdle in an uproar over that shit. Believe me, But it's true. That fucking guy Ludwig was nuts, though, man. Holy Christ. The shit he used to come out with. Alright. I got a bunch of guys always asking me questions. My cousin just actually got a hold of me, it's a girl. My cousin's a girl. My cousin got a hold of me. She was telling me that, some guy that she's friends with who's a fan in bodybuilding, his girlfriend died, and, similar to my girlfriend who passed away from, fucking around with opiates and heroin and all that shit. So, my ex, back 20 years ago. So, I'm getting asked a lot, like, how do you, because I talk about changing your mental GPS, okay, which is the direction that your life is going in, okay. And people ask me, well, how do you do that? How do you start doing that? How do you really get in touch? I don't know where to begin. And the way to begin changing your mental GPS, the direction that your life is going in, with me, okay, I used to have talks with myself all the time. The best thing I can tell you is when you're, like, literally in a car and you're by yourself, driving to work, don't always listen to music. Don't always listen to the radio or whatever. You listen to Howard Stern or whatever the fuck that is. Once you listen to you talk for one day, talk to yourself. All right? Why don't you sit there and just bring things up, things that are definitely bothering you, or things that you're happy about or whatever, and just talk about them. Things that you're sad about, whatever. Talk to yourself. Have a talk with yourself. Sit there and just say, I can't believe that I'm stuck in this job, man. I can't, you work every day, and go on, start it, let it go. All of a sudden, stuff like therapy is going to start coming out of your mouth that you don't even realize. You know what I mean? I'm in a relationship that I'm unhappy. I mean, I don't even think my wife loves me anymore, and to be honest with you, I think I lost my love for her. Talk about all that stuff. Talk to yourself. What should I do? What would it, what advice would somebody give me? And then you start saying, what they'd probably say? They'd say, well, you need to then change your life. You need to get up and maybe have a talk with your wife and say it's time we figure things out or we go our own way. But I don't really want to go my own way. And you see, shit starts happening. You understand? And then before you know it, have talks with yourself. Okay? That's the best way to say it. Because you can't bullshit yourself. When you're alone and you're talking, there's nobody there. What you can do? Lie? Well, I think that my life is really perfect and I don't, I think I'm a great husband, but, who am I kidding? I'm a shitty husband. You know what I mean? I haven't taken my wife out for years. You know, we don't go anywhere anymore. We don't have any intimacy. The last time we had sex was X, you know. You know, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm 60. I'm going to be 60 years old, me. All right? And I have sex with my girlfriend. I'm not bullshitting, you know. She never goes on camera. So you guys will never know, know her and all that shit. Because she's very shy like that. But if I tell you that we're intimate pretty much every night, you know, out of 7 days out of the week, we'll go 2-3 weeks straight, then miss a day, and then fucking, you know, and it's not because I'm a horny motherfucker or she's a horny motherfucker. It's just because it just happens. Because we're that close, okay? You got to get close, okay? There's fucking and then there's making love, you know, and the whole bit, you know, and, you know, we do a little bit of both, but you know what I'm talking about. It just is that way. When you're close with somebody and you're intimate with somebody, so, and it's, you may not even have that problem. And maybe you're single and you don't even have a girlfriend. But I'm giving you an example of what I'm trying to say. You have to start to, why are you single? Talk with yourself. Why am I single? What is it about me? You know? And don't beat yourself up. Don't start that shit. Be honest. You know what? I'm kind of a weird motherfucker, I guess, you know? Well, why am I a weird motherfucker? Why do I say that? Why am I a weird motherfucker? Maybe it's because of the way I'm always like, you know, talking to girls like this way and this, and, you know, you'll come out with things, okay? Being by yourself and having conversations with yourself and being honest, especially when you're in a car, you got a little bit of a long drive, have a talk with yourself about things. You know, nobody else is there, so you don't have to lie. You know what I mean? But be realistic. Smell your own smell. You know what I'm saying? Smell your own stench. And maybe you'll fucking come to a few epiphanies. Maybe you'll realize, holy fuck. Wow, wait, what did I just say? Things will come out. That's how therapy works. Except when you go to a therapist, most of the time the therapist is looking around, or they sit at you and they give you these generic answers. You're not a bad person, Brad. You're just confused. Oh, wait, the hour's up. We'll see you next week. You know, and then you're sitting there going, wait, I was just starting to get shit out. You know what I mean? I was just starting to get things going. And now you're doing that, you know, and I got to see you next week. You know what I mean? You cut me off like that. It just, you know what I mean? The boner just goes, and I'm just saying, you know what I'm talking about? Yabish, why don't you sit and have a conversation with yourself? Try that. Start with that. Okay? To change your mental GPS, to change the way you think and the direction your life is going, it begins up here. Because what you think and what you become obsessed with and what your brain controls the direction of your life. Okay? And if your life is fucked up, more than likely you're thinking fucked up. It's the truth. Okay? It's the truth. If your life is fucked up, your thinking's fucked up somewhere along the line. Now you can say, no, it's not true. I haven't gotten a break. My parents never loved me. Okay, but if you know that, there are plenty of people out there who never got a break. Their parents didn't love them. Their wife cheated on them. Okay? They get this shit together still. Because they get this right. Okay? I'm sorry if some of you have had some bad breaks or weren't born with some of the, you know, with great parents like I had or something like that. But that doesn't mean it's over for you. It just means you maybe have a bigger hill to climb. But there's other things that are more positive. That, you know, hey, listen, I self-destructed myself, bro. When I sat in jail, I was the only motherfucker sitting in jail going, dude, I'm an asshole. I deserve this. You know what I mean? I deserve it. I was arrested by Judge Janine. I've told you guys this already, but I'm going to say it again. I was arrested by Judge Janine Pirro. I was arrested by her and her task force. And she came into court and was the lead district attorney against me. Okay? Now she's Fox Business News. Yes, that Fox News, that Judge Janine. Okay, she arrested me personally. And she fucking destroyed me, even in the media. She came out and said, this fucking guy's a bad guy, you know, guns, this, that. But you know what? I support her. I support her now. I like the way she thinks. She's right, you know. I deserve what I got. When you're honest with yourself, then you can change your mental GPS. See? That's when you say, I programmed my brain wrong. Let me reprogram it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you got to do things. That's how winning is done. That's how winning is done. It's when you realize, when you sit there and talk with yourself, and I scold myself. There's times where I sit there, I go, you fucking idiot, you stupid fuck, what were you thinking? And then when I'm done doing that, I make changes. I say, you know what? No more. That's it. No more. I gotta go this way. That's how you do it. Okay? What do they say? The definition of insanity is keep doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Imagine if you stuck your hand to the fire and, shit, I burnt the shit in my hand. And then 5 minutes later you say, let me try that again. Shit, I burnt my hand. And 5 minutes later you do it again. Shit, I burnt my hand. How stupid are you? Okay? You gotta learn. Take a good ride one day. Go for a long ride and talk with yourself. Be honest. Don't bullshit. There's nobody there for you to bullshit. You bullshit yourself. Talk to yourself. Say, listen, this is what I don't like about my life. What can I do about it? Why is it this way? You gotta be honest. Maybe your wife is not showing you any kind of attention, affection, or whatever, because maybe you're not showing her attention, affection. Maybe your boss is not the greatest boss because maybe you're too submissive to him. Maybe there's a lot of reasons why. Maybe you're not doing your work right. Sit there and talk. I had a friend who was being taken advantage of work. He's a great worker, but his boss shit on him and would yell at him and stuff until one day I got him alone and we had a long talk. And he went in there and he told his boss, listen to me, you can't talk to me like that. Who the fuck are you talking to? You can't do that. You can't let anybody take a piece of you that they're not supposed to take. In a relationship, everything is 50-50. This is your side, this is her side, and you never cross into her, and she don't cross into yours. You meet in the middle, okay? That's the way it's supposed to be. And even in life, in everything in life, okay? If you have a boss that doesn't respect you, there's a reason for that. Why? Maybe he's just a prick, okay? Or a bully. But you know what? You could put a bully and a prick right in his place when you don't take that anymore. But you got to sit back and talk with yourself. Really, that's what you need to do. You need to have a talk with yourself. You need to be honest, because I don't know your situation. I don't know what's eating you. What's eating Gilbert Grape? I don't know, okay? That's something that only you know, and that you're going to have to figure that out on your own. But by talking to yourself and being honest, sitting in the car going, what's going on with my life, man? What's going on here? What are you unhappy with? Start off with that. I just don't feel happy. Why? Why don't you feel happy? I don't know. I just feel like my life is not going. Well, why is your life not going? Don't say general things like that. Be specific. Why? Why is your life not going? What are you talking about? What do you mean your life's not going the way you want? What did you want? If you could re-script your life, if you can write the script down how your life's supposed to go, what would you write? Maybe you're not where you're supposed to be. Maybe you're not where you wanted to be at this point in your life. Why, though? Why? Only you know the answer to that, right? So that's what we have to do. We have to kind of get to that point. We have to kind of get to where we're honest, and we can sit here and we can say, I'm not where I want to be because of this. And that's nobody else's fault. Even if your boss is bullying you, your wife's bullying you, why are they bullying you? And why are you letting that happen? Okay, now if it's your fault because you're not doing your work or any of that shit, you got to be honest with that too. Say, you know what, I'm just not doing the work I'm supposed to do, and I'm not giving my wife the attention she needs. I'm letting this happen, I mean, there's a lot of guys who just fucking, dude, there's a guy in our gym. There's a guy in our gym who, his wife trains with a trainer, and the trainer's banging her. And everybody in the gym knows it. And he's been told by guys in the gym, he's like, nah, that's not true. She wouldn't do that. She wouldn't do that. Meanwhile, he paid up front a year's worth of personal training. It's like $6,000 he paid up front. Okay? Here's $6,000. I want Joe Materazzi here to fucking train her. Bajagaloop. I want Bajagaloop to train her. Here's the money. Bang, gives it to the gym. Everybody's saying, hey, Bajagaloop is over there fucking giving her the Bajagaloop. You know what I mean? He's giving everybody, all the girls, he's Mr. Stud, one of those fucking guys. You know what I'm talking about? One of those kind of personal trainers. He's not even jacked. He's muscular, hair slicked back, the fucking, he's got game, Even the young girls he's banging. And we tell this one guy, he's a businessman, he doesn't want to listen. See, if you're like that and you're naive to things, and you can't read the signs on the wall, the wife leaves him to go out at night with, this guy, we're going to go meet, we're all going to have dinner together, all the people he personally trains. Dude, something's wrong with that. And you're letting people do things to you that they shouldn't be doing. Do you understand? Especially sometimes you've been warned about it, you've been told, and you're not even listening. The owner of the gym, who employs the guy, wants to get rid of the guy too, but he even told this guy, hey, listen, I know you're paying me, you're giving me the money for it, but I'm telling you, this guy's fucking, the one else. You need to listen, okay? I'm not saying for somebody fuck your wife. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to say you have to be honest with you. You just can't turn a blind eye to stupid shit, and there's a reason why things are happening, okay? Listen to, yourself. Be honest with yourself. Have a nice talk with yourself. And do the whys. Why is it like this? Well, my life's not going where I want it to go. Well, what does that mean? Where do you want your life to go? Oh, well, it's just not headed in the right direction. What's the right direction? Peel away that bullshit. Don't just say general statements, you know what I mean? Alright, guys. Listen. I tried. I'm trying to help. I don't like you to talk shit about yourself either, okay? You gotta be honest with yourself. But you're not a loser. And if you think you are a loser, that's again, change that mental GPS. Go in a different direction. Alright? You're not living fucking in some fucking, Afghanistan where you're in a fucking cage somewhere and, you're being, the Taliban's got you where you can't control your life. You live in the United States. You can control your life. Yeah, you can. Don't blame the government. You can control your life. There's plenty of other people who've overcome way more than you. Trust me. Trust me. It's you. Problem is you. Okay, that doesn't mean you're a loser and it doesn't mean you're a piece of shit. It just means your mental GPS is programmed wrong. Put the right direction in there, okay? Kabish? I believe in you. Now you need to believe in you. Change your mental GPS. Change the direction your life is going. Be good to yourself. Be excellent to yourself. Okay? Learn to love yourself, and then everybody else will love you too. Alright. Be good to your girls. Okay? Date your wife. I don't give a shit. You've been together 30 years. Take her out. Spend time with her. Okay? Get that intimacy back. It's important. Alright? You can't get it back without her feeling good first. Okay? Meaning, touch the heart. Take her out. Buy her dinner. Take her to the movies. Do the shit you did back when you first started dating her. First couple weeks you just started dating her, you couldn't wait to see her. You looked forward to it. You used to call her up and, oh my God, I'm going out with her tonight. Oh, I'm going to take her to a really nice restaurant. Maybe we'll go to dinner. We'll go to a movie rather. Shit like that. Get back to that. Date your wife. Okay? Alright. Be good to your girl. Be good to your significant other. If you're fucking estranged from your children, pay your child support. Even if they hate your guts and she hates your guts and she's giving the money to her loser fucking boyfriend. It doesn't matter. You still have to pay your child support. And down the road, you're going to become the hero. It's going to switch. You'll see. Because if the kids get older and they realize you paid and you were the good guy, and if she took the money and fucking threw it in the furnace, okay, or spent it on fucking, fucking Bajagaloop sitting there with a fucking fat gut and like this because he doesn't work, you're going to become the hero. So pay your fucking child support. This is Gregg Valentino basically telling you what do I always tell you? Come on, guys, stop fucking around. Stop fucking around. Do the right thing. Be good to yourself. Change that fucking thinking. That mental GPS. And to you gurus out there, dude, get a fucking life. Stop sucking on these pros' fucking asses and let these guys do their own work. Alright? See you next week.
At Titan Medical Center, we are here to make you feel better, look better, and perform better. We're here to get you to your optimal levels in the most natural way possible. We are a boutique-style clinic without the boutique-style costs. All medications are monitored and prescribed by a physician. Let us help you get the results you've been wanting. Come to Titan Medical Center for the most cutting-edge therapies and the most current information on how to take the most natural approach to your health.